Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Dubai Stars. Today we have the all league stars. I have the VIPs of the city. I am surrounded by the best realtors, brokerages, bloggers, influencers, you guys name it, you know everyone. I don't have to introduce anyone from here, and that's why I'm super happy having this episode. Boys, welcome. Thanks a lot for coming. And
Thank you for inviting
us.
us. Thank you.
I know all of you were counting money, you left everything to be here, so I'm very flattered to have you on the show. Who are we starting with?
We'll start from
We'll start with Togrul.
Age before the beauty.
Togrul, first of all, welcome back to be one of us for the brokerage. You used to be an SLS recently, you sold all of the building, there's nothing left anymore to do, and then you were like, let's come back to brokerage. Tell us about this experience. How was it?
Well, it was a great experience. The project was fantastic. So actually, I mean, you know my story. So I was a broker before. I started my career in developers, then I moved to brokerage, then I moved back to developer, then I'm back to brokerage. So, and I'm super excited. It's a great market. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me in this show.
Mr. Zuhair,
Yo.
the realtor on a Harley.
Yes.
The rising star.
Man.
How's it going? First of all, thanks a lot for coming. You know
Habibi, thank you for
how
having
tough it is to bring you out of the camera for a special work to be with
You
us.
invite, we have to come, man. There's no
Oh.
second.
This is nice, man. It's all of this love I'm feeling in this room.
Yes.
How's it going, brother? Tell us what's the latest updates happening.
Not much, man. I was obviously with Loa in Provident, and then eventually moved out 2 years later. Started my own little shop, and just doing my thing day to day.
What's it called?
Bull and Bear Properties.
So you're trying to attract all of the traders, anyone who's cashing out of crypto to be parking with you now.
They don't have much money left.
Oh.
That's why I asked. You know why? Because I took it all. Mr. Farouk, thanks again. It's not your first time on the show.
My second time.
We did one, 2 years back?
A while back.
1 year back.
A year back.
Actually, it was the last day I had a cigarette. You remember?
Yes, I remember you were telling me about.
Wow, June 21. That's it. I remember it. June
And then this
21.
guy, he told me, today the doctor told me I'm having a chest something.
Not
and
today,
I
just
was
2
like,
minutes before
2
you
minutes
came
before
here.
I
I was filming
Okay.
3 podcasts that day, and I got a call from the
Doctor.
hospital, and they were like, "Doctor wants to see you tomorrow." I'm like, tell him to call me now, and tell me what's going on. Yeah, I was too fat. I had cholesterol. I was like, the doctor was like, "You cannot continue." And
And the first time I meet this guy, like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. I just got a call from a
I'm
doctor.
allowed to die.
I'm about to die.
I'm allowed to die. I'm like,
What the
"Fast
fuck?" I'm like, salam alaikum, but I wish you all the
But you
best.
were so nice. You're telling me, listen, health is the most important. I love you, man. You know, you can make it again. Don't worry. Allah is great. Allah is great. I'm like, okay, let's just fuck
He's
it
like,
up.
man, I can't smoke a cigarette anymore. I'm like, that's a good thing, I guess, you know. Have you stuck to that?
That's it. It was my last cigarette that day. Yeah. I've never touched it again.
That's excellent, man.
Yeah.
So I guess you had a, life-turning
Willpower.
day that day.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm not dying at 46. It's too early. There's so much to do. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh, that's good.
How's life has been
That's good,
since
man.
then?
Market's been doing well for everyone, Dubai as a city is growing, very well as well, and so we are all enjoying the fruits of the growth of Dubai
As long
and
as
of the
it
real
lasts.
estate market as well.
As long as it lasts. We're all enjoying it.
No, I think the city is going to last. I mean,
It
Dubai
is,
is
it
nowhere.
is strong, yeah.
Dubai is
It's
now
like
a major
separated
player in the world.
itself from the world, you know. It's
100%.
like you go crash, you go have your recession.
We're
you
still
go have
attracting.
your- We are different in here.
We're still
we're
attracting
going
all the money.
differently. That's true. And how about all of you guys, social media? Seriously, I'm very inspired by everyone's journey. And I'm gonna start from Farouk, because Farouk is the pioneer when it comes to the social media, especially your YouTube channel, which is like exploded. God bless.
Thank you.
Tell us how it all started. Give us the tricks, the techniques, man. We've been hiring all of these people, and it's not working. Tell us
Tips and tricks.
how to make this grow.
Oh, I
on
think you're being
YouTube.
too kind. But yeah, we started, I think, 2.5 years ago, right before COVID, So
Yeah.
I had a guy in my office. you know, he was doing really badly. He was in the admin marketing team, and I was about to fire this guy. But he's like, you know what, sir? I'm really good with the camera. If you give me a chance, I can edit videos really nicely. And I'm like, okay, show me what you can edit. And then he pulls out his vacation trip in God knows where. He had gone and he had made a nice vlog about it. And I'm like, wait, you know what? Let's go somewhere and let's shoot a video. And then you show me how you can edit it. Then he did a great job. And then I'm like, wait a second, why don't we just start uploading this stuff on YouTube? We did 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was the 5th or 6th vlog, after which things just shot up after a while.
Yeah.
You know.
Was it the hair that make all of the difference?
Yes, it was.
Beautiful hair.
No, it's honestly, it's going
the great hair. Yeah.
it's going back, and I'm having a little bit of a receding hairline,
No,
which
no,
is really
no,
stressing
it's
me out because I'm
wonderful.
sure the views are going to go down, bro. After this hair goes back.
Imagine everyone
But-
unsubscribing, and like it's going forward now. I don't want to see him.
But don't worry. I have some friends who are in the business, so you know,
Yeah.
to bring the hairline back there.
You
You
have to
know?
visit Turkey.
Turkey, yeah.
Turkey.
I have a few very good Turkish friends. And I know they told me, bro, I got you covered. So might have to do that in a few years. But let's
So
see.
5, 6 videos, it all ticked. And
5, 6 videos. I think I had maybe close to 10 videos before things just started really picking up. And I think it's a lot to do with consistency of uploading. So if you keep, and I'm sure all of you guys know this, on any social media platform, you just
I
gotta keep
muted
going.
all of them. They're so annoying. They keep posting. I don't want to see these guys
Eli,
anymore.
not again.
I don't want to see them
Liking
anymore.
my
You know?
videos as well.
Yeah, and I don't want to see all of this, man.
He
He's
doesn't
like
want
to
us
send me
grow.
properties, all of these guys. I don't believe any of those.
He and him, like, they stopped liking
Come
my
on.
videos. You think
I don't
don't
even
see
have
it?
access.
I see it.
The group's like, man, we're trying to Harley what the hell?
I don't have access to my own Insta anymore. I give it to people.
But yeah, then it started picking up, and then we just kept going at it. And luckily at that time there weren't so many players in the YouTube space. You know,
I
so-
think there were, but there was no quality content. Let's put it this way.
Maybe.
Everyone was filming. This is the door and this is the toilet,
Yeah.
and come buy it.
There's a
at
lot of
best
nice
price.
guys in the US who are already doing it on
Yeah.
a very big
US
scale.
is
We have
very, yes.
Ryan Serhan from $1 Million Listing. His channel was actually what inspired me to start.
Okay.
So
I wanted to ask you what
you
was
see a
the
lot of my videos are very.
inspiration?
I don't know if you
here.
guys watch
Same here.
his videos. I was very inspired by his style of vlogging,
Okay.
of doing property tours and things like that. So that's what kind of started getting me going. And then I had a few nice YouTuber stars of Dubai who luckily contacted me out of the blue and asked me to do a video with them. So I said, oh,
Okay.
why not? And then
Who are
that
you
gave me a
talking
little bit. I did a video with Mo Vlogs in the beginning.
Okay.
That really gave me a push. Then there are a bunch of other guys who I also did videos with. Mike Thurston was one of them. There's a few. Mike Thurston I just did recently,
Yeah.
and a few other YouTubers as
Mike
well.
is what, on almost 2 million now subscribers?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So around that number. So those guys really, obviously when you collaborate amongst each other, it really gives you a push as well. It brings you to a new market completely.
Why do you think we're meeting today? Because we like each other?
Take
Come
it.
on. Come on.
Hey, I fucking hate you guys. Taking over my Instagram feed every day in and day out. I see Realtor on a Harley, but I don't see the Harley. Yeah. You know? I'm like, where the hell is this Harley? You
No, we
know?
upgraded. Realtor on a jet ski now. That's the new one.
Oh.
That is Matt's job. Matt is on the jet
That's
ski
true, that's
always.
true, that's true. Oh, we should have invited Matt,
should
man. How did we
have.
forget that? If you're watching, I'm sorry, bro. The next one, if we're not deported, the next one is gonna be yours for sure.
No, actually, I want to add something because I used to do YouTube. Like,
Yeah, you said you
full
know.
time, yeah. So I actually studied your
Ah,
channel.
really?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
went
Full
through
time?
the analytics. Yeah, I used
Yeah.
to.
Wait, before real estate?
Before real estate.
He's
yeah.
an undercover hater.
No way,
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
but
So
anyway,
you're really an influencer that turned into an agent.
I studied marketing, and let's say the work that I did in Egypt helped me go throughout the social media to convert leads into wires and stuff like that. But let's talk about your channel because it was very impressive. At one stage, there was only, to me when I first came, I only saw Liam Jeffrey and
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
True.
Those
True,
were
true,
the
true.
pioneers of
That
YouTube.
is
True.
Yeah, and they were being very consistent at the time. But then this guy comes, wow, and his setup was so simple: a mic, a gimbal, and
iPhone.
and an iPhone. Exactly.
True.
When everyone
I
was
think that's
shooting
the
with professional video cameras and heavy
Yeah,
gimbals like that, boom,
I
exactly.
remember when Iman
It's like
used
a
to call us,
700 dirham
come
gimbal or
film
something.
and all of his guy have like this tripod,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
broken. It has some plastic. I swear, it wasn't even a new one, you know. And I'm like, that's it, Farouk. He was like, yes, and I'm done. And thank you. I'll see you later.
So he
Yeah.
was very consistent in the beginning, like you said. And
Then I think it just went down.
yeah, but no, what I'm not sure if that's what happened or not. But sometimes I saw ads on Ryan Serhant. Like when I open a Ryan Serhant video, I see Farouk's video. Not sure that's you or marketing. So that's very smart because people who watch like luxury properties in the US and he puts maybe the floating villa or a mansion.
Yeah.
So
that's
this
also
marketing
converted.
guy knows how to target.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So that helped a lot, and especially when he did with Mo Vlogs, the collabs. Wow, the channel just like exploded like overnight. You know, boom, boom.
Yeah, I
boom.
know, man.
And then now it's all
4,000. I was
consistent,
happy today
mashallah.
with 4,000 subscribers. I don't want to even say how much they have.
If I tell you
No, I have
honestly,
48. Come on.
I never had
48
a single
subscribers. I'm good, man. I'm good.
marketing guy do anything to
Come on.
promote my
No
YouTube
way.
channel. Wallah, I never spent
Oh.
1 dirham on YouTube.
Oh wow, amazing.
Never spent 1 dirham on marketing on YouTube. On Instagram, yeah, once in a while I'll boost a post.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But on YouTube, never ever did a single paid ad. Only made money from YouTube.
So your reach was amazing.
It was going by itself.
Yeah.
It was going viral
Come
by
on,
itself.
again,
A few
back in the
videos,
days-
not all the videos. Then and then now recently, over the last 1 year, I've been very inconsistent because we sell a lot of off plan, so I don't have that access to so many villas, and a lot of landlords in Dubai, you guys know, they're very anal about not filming their houses or
Yeah.
things like that.
Which is something I don't get.
Yeah.
You want to sell your house? Put it on the market.
Yeah, true.
Rather than giving it to 20 brokers, which
Yeah.
you currently do, let 1 or 2 guys who are popular on the social platforms, let them showcase the product.
It makes a big
You
difference.
reach a lot more eyes.
100%.
Rather than 20 brokers, hello, you have a house, hello,
Yeah,
I
but
want
why
to sell
you
your
call
house.
it like-
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
I literally get that every day.
Yeah,
Bro,
true.
you're like very popular on social. I have this 11 million dirham house, you should sell it. I'm like, wait.
Let me call my 11 million dirham. Yeah, I know.
No, I mean 100%. I agree with you. And plus, over here in Dubai, not a lot of people furnish their houses nicely, you know, to do video content inside, or they're not
Agreed.
comfortable
It's not
doing
like
that.
US is.
Yeah, it's not like the US. You know, when you're selling a house, you
You
do it up
stage it.
nicely, you stage it,
Exactly.
you know, you do a good thing.
That's why I was
Staging
thinking
does a
about
phenomenal
doing a
job.
staging company in Dubai.
Yeah,
No
you
one
should,
else.
man. You're doing prime stay, you're doing all of this furnishing in your holiday home. This is just
Yeah,
another
I just
branch.
want the others to eat also. I don't want to be that guy. I make everyone eat.
Actually, like,
But yeah, I know staging is different in here, but you know what's the issue? Because that I'm related to few names in the city, and if I want to do any other service, everyone will think I'm gonna steal their own client.
But everyone thinks that way anyways. And what difference is that going to make?
I don't know. Like, what I'm gonna do with the money, you know? I'm just here to help you. Like God sent me to help you, so enjoy the service. That's it.
But do you-
Like,
but
we're
do you-
just joking. I'm super humble person. We're just talking.
I'm a super humble person with my
Don't worry about that.
cars and
Yeah.
watches and.
Don't worry about that. It's come with the package. Don't worry about that.
But do you think that staging is not so popular here is because the comm splits that you get in the US are almost reaching 6%?
Yeah.
And that is why the brokers invest into the staging process. Because many a times you don't see landlords, sellers, buyers do the staging. It's the brokers who put in the money for the staging.
Correct.
Of course, they have a tie-up with the company that does it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the reason why they don't do it here.
100%. And plus in the US, even the broker rights are a lot better protected than they are in Dubai.
Yes.
So when a landlord lists his house, it's with a limited number of brokers or
Correct.
one broker. Generally, it's an exclusive.
Mostly it's exclusive.
80% of the brokers
Yeah.
get exclusive listings. In Dubai,
Yes.
the problematic structure
It's
of
the mentality.
exclusively listing, and then landlords are like, you know what, they'll give their information to like 100 other brokers.
Yes.
Okay, you also buy it. And
yeah.
Real
First
Corner
come,
Harley,
first
you're
serve.
famous on Instagram. Hey man, you have 11 million dirham property. If no, okay, khalas, I'll ask Anthony. Anthony, like, Habibi, this is all inside 11 million. I'll buy it.
But dude, the second you tell them, okay, fine, let me come and shoot content about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not charging any money. I'll come and shoot some content. Maybe you get more eyes.
Yeah.
No, the seller doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Then why are you
it's-
selling
but
it?
A lot of
Keep.
off market, we don't even see those villas and mansions.
Yeah.
Off market, what's off market? Like they're selling between each other and nobody knows.
Now we identified the problem. I don't like to speak about problem. I like to find solutions. What do you think is the solution?
I mean, Dubai Land Apartments already doing a lot of efforts in order to, you know, allow sort of exclusive contracts to be
They have exclusive
taken
and
care
they
of.
have the multi-listing
Exactly.
up to 3 agents to list it.
Which is the
However,
best
it can,
move
it
ever.
can
which is very good. So Dubai Land Apartment, of course, you can't just change the mentality of the
Not
buyers
overnight.
and sellers overnight, but at least they are, you know, taking
Slowly
big strides.
understanding it,
Some of us
yes.
who've been in this market for a long time. I remember when I started off, My first brokerage job was in 2006.
Yeah.
Bro, the cowboy market at that time. I was 16 years old, so I was myself should not have been a broker at that time.
You worked illegally. All of them started illegally.
My first job was after high school.
Wow.
And bro, we were just like, okay, my uncle, my friend, he wants to buy.
Everybody
I'm also
wanted
getting
to
a
buy, yeah.
brokerage fee out of it. And I'm like, imagine
Why
a
not?
16-year-old, my first paycheck was 8,000 dirhams.
Here you go.
Bro, I had never seen 8,000 dirhams together. Bro, I had never. My parents used to probably give me 1,000, 1,500 monthly allowance, and I got 8,000 at once. Bro, I don't know what to do with that money.
You probably
I didn't know what to do with that money.
You could have just gone to your folks and given them allowance, right?
So that was the market back in the day, and over the last so many years, you've seen how the market's grown, it's matured, the rules and regulations now protect brokers. But of course, we're comparing ourselves to the US and Europe, which are decades
Way more
of
mature
growth.
markets.
Dubai real estate
They
is still
have this
relatively
stuff.
young.
Come on, in the States, it takes you 9 to 10 months to take your brokerage. You to take your license, and here it's just like now there is
3
humid
days.
actually. No, now there is humid for
The
past
course.
period of the COVID.
There was no
it was
courses, yeah?
Speak English? Yes, you have a phone.
Yalla.
Congratulations. You're a broker. Mass the market.
But
Give
you know what?
feedback to everyone.
But at least now, over the last, let's say, 10 years, let's say, for example, if I take the last 10 years, the quality of the brokers in Dubai has improved a lot, in my opinion.
Really?
In general, I think
I don't know,
so.
we were not there before, but
Yeah.
I mean now I'm seeing there is almost,
I don't-
to be nice, 70% of people that shouldn't even be
That's
breathing.
where
Before
even I
maybe-
wanted to disagree with
Be
you.
humble.
Maybe,
Humbling.
maybe,
but I mean like,
maybe before I would
I
say
agree with you.
99% of the brokers were the people that you said, why are you guys, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I think the money has increased because property values have gone up. Brokerage fees in some way have increased.
Yeah.
They've gone down as well again.
glory
after the
chasers,
market.
that's what we call them, glory chasers.
But I think
yeah.
back in the day, there was literally no barriers to entry. Even now, there's limited barriers to entry. I mean,
Yeah.
into sales, there's always very limited barriers to entry. But I remember when I was getting into brokerage after my MBA, everyone has, dude, your MBA, well,
Yeah,
you
what
came
are
from
you doing,
America,
bro?
your
Yeah.
father, he spent so much money for university. Have you been, what, you are becoming a realtor? You want to be real estate? Realtor?
It
Mama,
was a disgrace.
it's
Yes,
a,
it's
it, was a,
shame.
it was a shame.
Farooq,
It's a
back in
shame.
Now
the day,
it's not
it was
so-
agent.
Agent.
Yeah.
Agent. Yeah.
It wasn't a realtor.
Our
back in the
our
day.
Desi aunts probably still call agent hai,
You're an
probably
agent?
still
Okay.
they probably still refer to us as like that. But I think now because at least I feel like there are a lot more educated brokers. There are a lot more educated
there
brokers
is
than
way,
there were
yeah,
back
because
in the
now
day.
I can tell you, like my dentist asked me how to become an agent. My
Yeah,
personal
yeah.
trainer wants to become.
Yeah.
So education is
Yeah.
there. We know it for sure. Yeah, I can vouch for that
I think
100%.
that's a sign of euphoria because everyone wants to join the real estate. So it's a big sign of euphoria. We're reaching a very,
Like,
Markets have matured.
But this is-
companies have become
Yes.
bigger. In general, if you see like the offices have become nicer, the
Yeah.
agents, the level of
Yeah.
agents has improved in the last 10 years, in my opinion. Once again, it's my opinion. I can't.
Do we all
Uh,
vote on this? Do we all vote?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
wasn't
I
here.
think
I
so.
came 2014, so I don't know how was
for
it
the period that I
before.
was here, it was 6 years now. I think I've seen gradual improvements, but like Anthony said, I see so many unqualified people
Yeah.
to do the job.
That I still see as
Yeah,
well.
as well.
I mean that,
Yes,
but
yeah.
I think before, if
Before
this
we were
what,
not here,
what
yeah.
Anthony is saying 70%, I think it was 90%.
Ah, okay. well,
90% of the brokers, you were like,
I agree with you.
this guy's never been to
I
university,
agree.
school, what is he
Even
doing?
taxi drivers were selling.
Yeah.
Of
Trying to
course.
sell the product.
They're still.
Yeah.
We're coming back to that time, like now.
I don't
taxi
want to call
drivers
it
was-
occupation because there's lots of occupation. They just joined real estate, because.
But that's what happened in 2009. It was a wipeout.
yeah.
From the 100,000 or 30,000 brokers that were there, we were down to maybe 8,000. No one was selling. Everyone was just doing rentals and shit. Right? You saw 2009, 2010. I saw the same thing.
You were here.
I was here since 1990, man.
Wow! So you should started the podcast with him.
No, man. I was a kid at the time.
Really? You were born here.
I was born in India.
Okay.
Lived in Saudi first 7 years, then in Dubai.
Okay.
Very nice.
Any plans to go to Saudi? I've been hearing it's booming and real estate is going crazy now, and it really got me curious.
I
to
have my.
just go have a look to see what's happening. Because genuinely,
Yeah,
like
true.
I almost speak to, I don't know, 10 people and 9 people they can vouch like this is the next place happening, new projects happening. Most of the developers in here are actually buying plots. So what do you think, guys, about this topic since you opened the Saudi topic?
No, it could be potential. I mean, It took Dubai 30 years to get here.
Yeah.
And the leadership that they have today in KSA is phenomenal. The guy is very forward thinking. And with the kind of money they have, they could probably make it happen a lot quicker. But of course, I mean, the focus should be there, and which I'm sure they're doing strongly. But yeah, why not?
So in your opinion, which I'm being asked from lots of investors, do you think they can take a big bite from Dubai Pie, moving these investors to invest the money over there, you know? It's okay, we're
You
not
could
gonna hold
probably
you
move.
accountable. You can
No,
just give us your
I'm just
opinion,
trying to word it right. You could
Yeah.
move the money for sure.
Yeah,
But a person who's lived in Dubai for the past, let's say you come in 16, right? So what are you now? 8 years here.
yeah.
I've been here.
14 I came, yeah.
I've been here for 32 years. I mean, I don't even consider India to be my home. My home is Dubai.
Correct.
You're not going to take me out of Dubai into Saudi or anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might find an opportunity and might invest in that. But probably like the money would move, but I don't think the people would move from here.
I was talking about investment. only. I
Yeah, for
wasn't
sure.
talking
There is
about-
opportunity, why not?
I see all of the Gulf is really booming. It's becoming the new Europe or the new
Yeah.
American dream. Even.
Did you go to
Yeah,
Qatar
was-
recently? Any of you guys to the World Cup?
No one did the
I
final
couldn't.
game. No
I
one could
wish.
afford the final game like you guys. You were bowling. These guys had the my bags. He has the private chauffeur. Man,
4
maybe
years
they
ago.
dropped like $100,000 to watch the final game. On this.
not at all.
Unfortunately, we had the first
What I was-
round. We
what
had
I was
the-
trying to
we
say-
had the free tickets. For Qatar. Nothing to compare to yours. I'm
Anthony,
sorry.
please. But what I was trying to get at the point.
Next time you want to bring it up, at least have invited us. No? we would have vouched for you here.
Scary. If you see the stories, it was scary. Yeah.
No, but the city itself has developed very quickly. Like what you were saying, what I'd like to add to, with Saudi having the right vision and the amount of money, the way they developed Qatar, I mean, I was very impressed when I went to Doha. It's still a very small version of Dubai. It's still nowhere close to the city that we have over here. But the quick growth that they've had because of the vision and because of the money specifically, this growth, I do think in Saudi Arabia the next 10 years, but it'll still take, like what they've said, it took 30 years to build Dubai into this sort of metropolitan
Absolutely. And
city.
Saudi is
Yeah.
mega. It's a huge when it
Yeah,
comes to
Yeah.
not
size.
even 30, I'd say 40 years. You know, in the 80s is
Yeah.
when, you know, Sheikh Rashid's actual vision started to, you know, come into play. You know, so it's taken, you know, over 40 years for Dubai to really become what it
You
is.
know, for me, I'm very happy for all of this growth happening in the GCC. You know, it's
For
finally
the
it's
region,
our
yeah,
time. You know, to
exactly.
stand out.
But I
you
still
know,
think,
it's
you know,
like
Dubai is Dubai, you know, still a lot of,
Exactly.
you know, I
Exactly.
mean, I go to Saudi a couple of times a year, so, you know, I go to Riyadh, they're doing phenomenal work there, but it'll still take time to attract. It took Dubai a long time, by the way, to attract this sort of European clientele.
Of course.
Or client. I mean, for the longest time, when I 10 years ago, or no, wait, I was in the US maybe 14 years ago. Bro, people didn't know UAE. They didn't know Dubai. I used to ask, except like few people in like New York,
Yeah.
like big metropolitan cities. They're like,
True.
where are you from? Dubai? Dubai? Now you go there, you tell them Dubai, it's like a brand.
So this is what used to happen back in the day. You know when we had ICQ online and all that shit. No, this is a life experience.
I
Yeah.
remember ICQ, bro.
Okay, there you go.
It
So I used to have a
was
couple
a
of
breakthrough
friends.
technology back in the day, you know?
Dude, 20 minutes for the connection to connect. Yeah.
They were like, ting, tong, ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
So my friends would ask me, like cousins, friends, whatever, get onto like a group chat. So where are you from? Dubai. Oh, you guys ride camels. I'm like, fuck you, man.
I still hear this today, by the way.
Yeah,
it's
People-
people
people
like people-
still think that. Yeah, to be very
It's
honest.
ridiculous.
But it takes time to build that brand of Dubai, and
Yeah,
it's
of
taken
course.
time. So I think even for Saudi, that mentality shift for around the world, and they're doing it super fast by calling Rihanna and all of these big major stars to do shows, and Red Fest, and I don't know which movie, cinema, theater, and all of those.
Yeah,
things that they're
cinemas
doing.
got opened up, which was phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean it's so quick, but still I think it'll take.
still, yeah.
It's a while before it starts to bite off from the investment of Dubai.
Okay, keep this stuff, this mentality yours, because I know there's some guys that are opening their own real estate companies over there. So
I agree, it's a booming
I'm
booming
just
place.
kidding.
But
I'm one of them, right? You
he whispered, like, I'm coming to Saudi.
I feel like Jeddah. I'm opening
But I
my
think
shop.
they still have the language barrier, which plays a
Yes.
major role to push back the investors. Plus, I don't think you have the 100% ownership yet.
It's the ease of
You
business.
don't
Yeah,
have
but
it yet.
100%.
Also,
It's not
You
there
don't have
yet.
it there yet.
It's
So
not
the
that
mentality
they're
of the
working on
people
it.
is afraid. They're like
Yeah.
afraid of it.
Regarding the listen, end of the day, regarding when it comes to the language, no one possibly can care less. To be very honest with you, now tell me there's an opportunity in Baku where you put your money, I'm gonna give you 8%. I don't wanna hear a word except my check or my SMS stating you got your payment.
True.
So to be very honest with
True.
you, no one cares. I was talking about investment, not the relocation, not over there. End of the day, if Saudi will boom, it's gonna boom us with it. And if Dubai will boom, it's already booming everyone around it. And I have seen now, I was really following the lane of the Hyperloop metro. It's gonna get you at 25 minutes in any city of the Gulf, of the GCC. It's gonna get you to Saudi in like what, 48 minutes. It's gonna get you from Abu Dhabi to Dubai in 11 minutes. It's gonna get you to Hatta, to Amman, to I don't know. I was seeing that lane and I'm like, wow, now we can do all of in GCC in less than 1 hour, and this will make crazy collaboration between.
What's
worlds.
expected completion time of it?
Now they are doing the heavy testing, and I wouldn't be surprised if it opens by end of this year, by December 23.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now they're doing the heavy testing. and
Etihad is that part of
everywhere.
Etihad Rail is a part of the Hyperloop project, right?
Yeah.
they've been working at it for quite a few years.
Yeah.
Project.
Okay.
So that's what they said. You know, maybe it's gonna be a bit more. Maybe we can say Q1 2024.
That's
but
all right.
we
man.
can have it
Yeah.
running in 1 year, and imagine the opportunity. You can go to Saudi, have a meeting under 1 hour, go do your
come back,
presentation,
yeah.
have your
Airlines are
ice
gonna
cream.
lose business, man. I mean, if I have to go to the airport 2 hours prior, 1.5 hour flight, take my luggage, get out,
Yeah.
do this in an hour, fuck.
And why do you think they just dropped the value of this Emirates Skywards points? You know, why do you think they're dropping it? It's like you want to fly business, no problem, but you gotta pay for it, you know, and or it's not cheap.
But you know, the good thing is, even when you go to Europe, for example, you visit London, you know, you go visit Paris as well. It's close by.
Yeah,
yeah,
So
yeah.
same thing, like people who are coming visiting this region, then they'll visit Doha as well, they'll visit
Yeah.
Riyadh as
Get
well.
us to my point
There's
again.
some
We're
tourist
becoming the
attraction
new Europe.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
are having it all. And what do we have on Europe? That our weather is always nice. Now we are freezing in winter. This is our winter January, and trust me, look at this guy. Look what he's wearing. You know, this is our winter. Not only that, what Europe.
I am a little cold. But I didn't want to say anything with the fucking podcast.
Put the AC on more. Put it on. What we're really lacking in Europe nowadays is the safety.
Yeah,
It's
I
becoming
wanted to add that
extremely dangerous to be in Europe. If
Mm-hmm.
you're carrying a sandwich, you're a dead man walking. You know? I'm not gonna say any watch. I'm not gonna say anything heavy. Sandwich is enough to get you gone. So nowadays, having all of this area really booming and giving confidence to people to come invest, to come relocate, or to come start their own businesses, tax free. All of our life, we're having our no income tax. Everything is happening to us in the most ideal way. Let's finally admit it and say it. This is the actual American dream. It's not the American dream anymore. It's the actual American dream. It's happening in here, and we're super happy to have it.
But I think we should rename it from the American dream to the Dubai dream.
Name it the dream.
But again, guys, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I'm selling properties in Dubai, but I think over the next 10 years...
What was that?
I'm just saying that I was going to say that, no, I think Saudi will take over the Gulf, like the population, the size of Saudi, the Red Sea, the islands, the lifestyle. If Saudi went, like, I would say even 60% just like Dubai. Because again, Saudi is the like, capital of Islam, we have certain rules and
Correct,
regulations,
yeah.
but it's going more open now, more flexible. We see into the Ola with the Riyadh season. I think the Saudi real estate market will take over the Gulf generally. The amount of money that is being pumped by Saudi will attract so many international developers, so many international investors. So I have Zidane.ksa. It's ready to go live.
License is
License,
under
yeah.
process.
For me, I look at it as an opportunity. If someone came back to me like 15 years ago, before the Burj was here, before downtown was here, and like sell properties here. So for me, I have a plan of actually.
You're moving to Saudi
Thank
Arabia.
God, man. Calm down.
Or at
Yalla,
least,
thank God.
between here and there,
Yeah,
although I want
I
to be
see.
one of the early people who.
That's
And,
great.
and which
That's
part
great.
of KSA are you from? Like in Riyadh or Jeddah? Or?
If it was up to me, depending on where the freeholds are, because till now
Yeah.
I've seen this Line City, you know, this the longest city in the world.
Neom.
Neom and
Neom,
and they have Madinat Al Ula
This is
now.
a very ambitious project. I
Exactly.
don't think so,
Exactly.
to be
People
honest.
said that
You know
about
what
the
I was
downtown.
thinking?
I don't know if I'd
What-
want to live in a
very
line,
ambitious.
so
Yeah.
everything's vertical.
I was thinking like, what if someone gets sick over there and he needs like really medical attention?
No,
like
they have that
more,
super
you
quick
know?
communication,
No.
transportation inside the line, but it's
Yeah.
just, you know, you're living in I feel like a spaceship or something, you know, where you're.
It's very ambitious.
I
Yes,
had
agree.
actually one client who used to work there, and he
It's like
explained
an
that-
episode from the Black Mirror, you know? It's
Oh,
like,
that's
it
so
makes you
good.
feel, yeah, like,
Makes you
I
feel
don't know.
uneasy, you know.
The
You're,
article, I don't know, to be honest, very ambitious project. I'm not being negative or something,
Yeah.
but let's be realistic. I mean, from a scientific point of view, it's like, I don't know, it's a little bit unrealistic project, but let's see, you know, like,
Let's see.
I
What
think-
was the cost of it? Trillion?
$3 billion just to complete phase 1.
لا لا it
No,
was,
no,
it was a trillion or two
billion is
trillions.
nothing, not $3
لا لا لا
billion.
it was
Billion,
either
billion.
trillion or 3 trillions. I don't know. I don't recall. Yeah, I was saying the full cost.
Yeah,
of
I
we
it.
think
know
it's around
in
$2
Billion,
what,
we're not by the trees over there. No, no, it's
what,
way more than
what
that.
part of
Very,
KSA is it in?
It's
starts from one.
It's a very valid
Exactly
question
where it
that
is.
none of us
I don't
know.
think any
I
of
watched
us
a few
know.
YouTube videos about this, but I
Yeah.
still don't know which part of Saudi it is.
You made a video.
I made a TikTok video.
Come on.
Oh, you made a video about it?
Look,
I watched the video, you made a video. Oh wow.
No, I think see, and another thing I want to add, like, okay, it's a great that you're saying there are some opportunities. It's right, but still, people over there, I think they're more conservative.
Yes.
So it will slow the progress.
True. But that's why, sorry to interrupt you, it's $500 billion.
It might take more than
the line.
like
500
as you said,
billion.
like more than 30 years. Even. This is
Sorry?
This is my personal opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it might take.
But
I
they're
think
still doing a good
might-
job. I mean,
Still, yeah. But
look, there was a time I used to go to Riyadh, right?
yeah.
Customs would take me like 2.5 hours. I'm talking back in the day.
Airport custom.
Yes, sir. Riyadh Airport.
Okay.
But once the new leader came in, he
Why?
put things
I
into
wouldn't
place.
look at you as a terrorist, you know, and start.
Oh no
searching.
no no, not that. It's
What?
just that
Maybe they're a bit
Very
slow.
slow.
you know I go for a chai, I go for a smoke. That kind of attitude used to be back in the day
Oh.
because it wasn't controlled.
I 100% agree because I've experienced long lines in Saudi Arabia where
Yes.
there's 5 counters but there's 2 people working.
Yes.
And even how they're working, oh, okay, and then in the middle, oh, salah break, khalas, oh, everyone's gone. I waited between 2 salahs to get, you know, that bad.
But today the whole game has changed.
It's changed, I agree. I mean,
The ruler of the country came in and he's like, you know what, fix this shit. The line needs to be cleared in 20 to 30 minutes.
They have
tops.
same like ours, like the smart ID face recognition.
I think they've brought it
have
in.
the system.
last
I
I've been
think
to,
they
like,
must
Medina
have.
Airport a couple of times and Jeddah Airport, not Riyadh that recently, but it's very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I can only speak about Riyadh because I've been there a few times and I've seen it. Like you'd have staff and laborers and people waiting for 3 hours in a line. I used to carry a power bank in that back in the day. Like.
Plus, I think even the attitude of the people in Saudi in the custom, it feels like, you know, they'll ask you weird questions about, okay, what's this? Open this up. They used to tell us to open up the, bags and things like that. And I generally don't. I'm kind of careful when I'm traveling. I don't carry a stupid power bank or something like that.
You mean in
inside
the
my-
airport?
You know, inside the airport.
It's
And then they're like,
not
open this,
everywhere.
open this. I'm like, dude, I only have clothes and shoes inside this bag.
Yeah.
Like, what did you detect in this?
Farouk.
Then they open it and then they, okay, khalas, close, go. You know,
Farouk.
that attitude was more like, you're coming to my
Come
country.
to India, bro.
Go-
It's the same.
I think it's everywhere. Honestly,
Not
like,
here,
Yeah, you see
man.
that in Egypt as well.
But I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
again,
exactly.
I said it once. I keep saying it. The world is living in 2023. Dubai is in 2050. Don't compare it
For
to
sure,
anywhere
for
on
sure,
the planet.
for sure.
But I'm saying any other country. So many times I had people opening a sealed perfume bottle, sealed with the nylon. I'm like, what can be inside of it except a perfume? Like, I had all of these experiences before. Everywhere going, to be very honest.
Plus, I think another big reason for Dubai's quick development is also the local population in Dubai is much more welcoming as
Yeah.
compared to other GCC countries.
Correct.
The people, the
Yeah.
local Emirati
Correct.
population over here, they don't have this attitude that this guy is in my country
Hey,
to,
there you go.
to take my money away.
yeah.
You know, he's here
You're not a
to
foreigner.
earn a living.
You're not a foreigner.
But the credit
You
is
don't
given
feel
to the
that. You're
leadership
right.
for
The
that.
leadership has brought this attitude that, okay, we need
The
these
credit
people.
goes to the leadership
You
for
don't
that.
feel
Yeah.
like-
80% expats. If you kick us out,
Yeah.
what's left in the city? If the people are gone, it'll be a ghost town. And they understand that these people are needed for commerce, for business.
But that's how
for the
economies run,
economy.
and they know that.
exactly.
Yeah.
But the
And more
attitude of Saudi,
open-minded.
personally, that
That's
I've
what I'm
noticed
talking about.
is different. Where the Saudis feel like these foreigners are here to take our jobs. Once again, they're 30 million
Yeah, so
Saudi nationals.
Okay.
Whereas Dubai, it's
True.
you know in the
Small
single
point,
digit, maybe
yeah.
1 something million
True.
local population. So we're 30 times more population there. In Saudi, for example, in Dubai, you'll never see an Emirati driving a taxi. In Saudi Arabia, most of your taxi drivers are Saudi
Oh
nationals.
wow! I
Yeah.
saw this in
In
Bahrain,
Makkah,
and I was
and
so
I go to-
surprised. Also, yeah, in Bahrain.
It's in
I go to
every
Makkah, Medina all the
GCC
time.
country.
80% of your taxi drivers are
Saudis.
Saudis.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of people living below a certain poverty line.
Yeah.
So that's why they feel that, you know what, these foreigners are here driving nice cars. I remember the first time when I was in the US, I was studying, I had a lot of Saudi people because, you know, the Saudis, they let all their kids go to US for free or last 10, 15, 20 years. So I had a lot of Saudis as international students in Michigan where I was studying. And I remember a Saudi, the first time, this was shocking for me. A very good friend of mine, and he came from a humble background in Saudi Arabia, whatever, you know, he had come to the US just learning. He's like, Wallah, Farooq, you're Pakistani? I said, yeah, I'm Pakistani. Wallah, you are different. I never meet Pakistani like you. I said, what do you mean?
With this beautiful hair.
He's like, you know, in Saudi, if I see Pakistani guy coming in nice car, I make like this with my GMC with him. And I swear to God, I was shocked. Like, what the hell is this guy talking about? It just showed me that, you know, his mentality of a Pakistani was someone who's very much below him. And that is not an attitude that exists over here.
Yeah.
Of course, you
100%.
have,
I agree with
you know, like Egypt, like Pakistan, like India, we are countries with huge populations. So we have people
can't
in
participate in
Egypt
Lebanon.
from the lowest to the highest. In India, same man, you're a billion people. You know, you have people on all sectors of the economy. So, you know, but that attitude in Saudi Arabia was very different for the local population. Of course, things are changing. Things are changing huge and very fast. But that mentality, I don't think, because I've been here my whole life in Dubai. So I've not seen that sort of attitude exist in the Emirati population. Over here, because of the leadership, they're
Yeah.
very well, welcoming to the foreign, to the foreigners
Yeah.
like us. You know,
This is
to
what
the
I,
expat
this
population.
is what I was talking about. So
Yeah.
and they're very conservative
Yeah.
as well. So
in Saudi.
I think it's the money also because there's a lot of people that are living below a certain poverty line. For
Yeah.
example, in Qatar, the locals are very, very educated. You know, you speak
What's
to
the
them.
population? in
Once
Qatar?
again, it's a few 100,000. You
Yes,
know,
yeah,
They're
all of
rich. Come on, let's say it.
in
They're
Qatar,
rich.
Village in
there's a thing a Qatari friend always tells me, like in Qatar, if you're Qatari, you're either a millionaire or a billionaire.
Yeah.
If you're not a millionaire in Qatar, it's
Yeah,
not
there's
possible.
something wrong, yeah,
It's not
like-
possible if you're Qatari who's not a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, when you're in that level or that bracket of income, then of course your education,
As
your
the highest
mentality,
GDP in the
everything
world,
changes
right?
as well. In Saudi, I think it'll take time for their local. It takes a generation, in my opinion, for that mentality to change for the local
Yes.
population. People who've been living for 30, 40, 50 years with a certain mentality cannot change. Even
It's not easy.
you know, it's not easy. It takes time. It takes a generation, in my opinion, for the local popula's mentality to change.
That's why I think it will take more than 30 years. for
I
that.
think so. They might
So
build
you
those
need to
beautiful
postpone
buildings.
this project like that. You need to postpone.
He's definitely the first mover there. No, he's the first mover.
Imagine, he will like, I was first. And
This guy is
Don't
gonna
be negative to
Kandura. He's
Yeah.
gonna look.
go.
I'm just kidding.
He'll be
We
the
have
stone.
enough influencers in Dubai. Go, man. Go, give us space.
But okay, guys, let's go back to what suggestions to improve Dubai real estate. You said that we need to have more control over listings.
It's already happening.
It's already
Yeah,
happening,
it's
yeah.
coming
Either
in
you have
slowly,
exclusive
slowly.
or multi-listing
True.
up to 3. You cannot list it
I
more.
think there's something that the Dubai can do to improve this. They're doing it in the States, that the agent can only represent the buyer. They cannot represent both parties. Because when I see someone, like you have a property and I'm your representative, and then I get a buyer, so I'm representative of both parties. So there's a conflict of interest.
How?
Because I'm not getting you the best price, and I'm not getting him the best price.
How
And
come?
I just want the
Let
highest
me give
price.
you an example of myself.
Yes.
I am representing a fund, which
Okay.
I did the purchase for them. The property was off plan. Property came to handover. The guys were like, okay, we can make 20-25%. Please sell it for us. So what? I need to deal with someone else to sell it?
No, this is
What?
this is different. No,
No,
okay.
that's it. That's
no,
the case.
No, because okay, let's say the buyer, the new
Yeah.
buyer, you really don't care about him. You just want the highest price because you'll get commission
No,
from
of
both
course
parties.
I care about the buyer because I want him and his friends and everyone that he knows to be extremely happy. Cannot work like that. So please keep this suggestion to yourself.
No, I think it's.
I want to represent everyone. I want to represent my country. I want to represent the buyer and the seller, my wife, my family, my cousin. I want a prime
You want to
state.
clean your apartment?
Yeah.
It's good for that. You want to rent your
If you
apartment?
think about real estate, I'm your guy. So keep this
Now there's
suggestion.
prime tax.
Ready,
coming.
actually cut this. I don't want it to air. Cut this one. I don't want it to air, man. He upset me.
ليه والله no, honestly,
No, what I
think-
think is happening, and now I'm very glad that everyone is back to doing the training. Now, even though the passing rate is not that high, but when we were doing it, it was 86%. Now it's 75%. Means you just need to write and read, you know, and and a bit of logic, you will pass. You know what I mean? But this is really good, and I only think like hopefully, even though they have so much work to do, if they can just allocate a team to be like this mystery shopper, where they will actually speak to an agent and tell him, take it forward to a meeting and then give me your broker's card, and if this person doesn't have a broker card, find him and find his company. It will help us clean
Oh,
the market
yeah.
100%.
a lot. You know what I mean? And it's like end of the day, we always say it. It's the quality, not the quantity. I'm happy
For
being
sure.
in a market where I have 10,000 good agents. End of the day, why do I have all of my the books and the courses which I'm doing it? Because I need to enhance the game. If the game is right, it's not only I'm helping this agent, but if he's doing good, I can do great. But if I have to be in a market where, first of all, I need to prove myself, like, yes, I am a human being with brains and logic, and I'm a man worthy of my word. And yes, I need to prove this first in order for me to talk to a client. Now I'm saving all of these troubles by, yes, everyone in the industry know what they're doing. Also, we need to have on our ranking, we need to have the number and the volume that we have done. I have done numbers over $1 billion, and it's not on my card. It's nowhere
It's
to be
not
seen.
showing, yeah,
Why?
exactly. It doesn't
Because I
show.
did off-plan deals. What does it mean? Like I
So
did it
what?
with one hand or one eye. Like I did it perfectly. Actually, it was harder than doing a resale, because back then I had to compete with tons of agents who
Of
were like,
course.
sir, take my money, sir.
Take my
sign the
money,
deed,
yeah,
sir,
more than
take
anything.
my clothes, the good sir, spend time in the weekend. Yeah, so I mean, like
Crazy.
this
I agree.
once, if we can
Yeah.
get this kind of recognition, it will help us more by presenting ourselves, this city and the country
And
better.
represent the
This is my
market.
suggestion. That's how you do a suggestion. Stop saying all of
Go to Saudi.
nonsense. Go to suggestion in Saudi, man. Go over there.
I can even give you an example. I mean, I can be straightforward, right? So
Say
No,
it.
no, don't be
This is
straightforward.
right, bro.
No, 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 no. I mean, no, don't be straightforward.
Take him with you to
Anything
Saudi Arabia.
This is the most uncensored podcast. You can say whatever you want. You can even cuss him in his face and he will enjoy it. Don't worry.
It's not about him, but
Yeah.
like what you are saying, there are a lot of, and because I do speak 4 languages, so I can speak Russian, it's like my second language as well. A lot of, and I'm not talking about all the Russian companies, but there are a lot of new Russian companies. They're coming. I've seen some like, you know, like content and stuff. The guy like we just done the 1 week training. Now we're calling to the clients. We just, you know, visited a couple of, you know, developers. Now we're starting selling, and another guy like, great job. This is how you do it. Like coming to your
Yeah.
point that these guys, they don't even have a brokerage license. How come you get? I mean, we spend years to learn the market. How come you can learn within 1 week and start calling the client and advise the client to buy somewhere?
They are
You know what they're promising?
gifted.
You know, like open marketing. You know, I think this has to be, you know, like has to be stopped by land department as well. It has to be regulated. There are so many ads. You buy this ads. I'm talking about ads like on Instagram. Pops up in Russian, mainly in Russian. You buy this property in 6 months. We can resell it with 30% profit.
Yeah. If you go to God of Ethics, this is
How?
false promising. You cannot.
How?
Doesn't happen. It's not human.
Like this kind of things.
Dude,
I 100%
that's in my
agree with
video.
you.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I did. Because I
I
was
did
like,
the same way as well. I
what the
didn't
fuck?
even like.
But the yours you did it within 1
Like,
month,
come
you
on.
will make 30%.
was it?
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
They're like, give me $1, take 5 after 1 month. That's a Ponzi,
This
man.
is
Come on.
exactly what was happening back in 2006, 7, and 8.
So I think this has to be stopped. You know, like it's ridiculous.
I mean, I do agree with you. The education standards of being a broker should be enhanced. The brokerage test that we do is needs to.
I think they should make it like
Mature.
the US. You know, you study for a couple of months.
Exactly. You do, and you do multiple
Okay, 9
modules.
months, come on, man. You can have a kid in 9 months. It's also too much. It doesn't have
It
to be.
doesn't
like-
need to go 9
make
months.
something in
Make
the
it
balance.
2-3 months. Make
Yeah,
the guy
please.
do his business. Like
Yeah,
make him work
yeah,
for
and
it.
actually test him.
Don't just fly in.
It's at the end of the day, it's a sales job. So I don't think you should have, for example, even formal education like a degree. Because I know a lot of brokers as well who don't have a university degree
Yeah.
and are very successful
so.
and speak very well, dress very
Exactly.
well over the
No,
years.
not
They've,
to- yeah,
they-
yeah.
they-
Not
they-
university
that.
degree, the brokerage license.
Yeah. So that's
I'm
how I
a
was coming
college
to that.
dropout.
Yeah.
So what difference does it make?
As a program. As a
Yeah.
real
As a
estate
program, there should
The
be
real
like
estate
a few
program.
different tests that you have to
Man,
pass to
honestly
become
speaking,
Bang on, that's the one.
like
they're
a
not
proper
only
qualified
hurting
realtor.
themselves, they're hurting themselves, they're even
market.
hurting the reputation. 'Cause
Of Dubai,
how
of the
many
city.
times you hear it, yeah, I heard it from that guy, he came, he promised me the planet, I bought with him, he disappeared, you don't
Yeah,
ask.
exactly.
Then you have to tell him, yeah, but this guy, well, I'm different.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
We
I
were all
look, I'm
Like,
different.
like the history repeats
Yeah,
by itself. The
it's
same
like-
things
it's
are
like-
happening
and
now.
in off-plan especially, there's a lot of brokers like what advertisement and I'm sure all of you guys have also faced this. A lot of clients come to us saying that, oh, I bought this and I only had 20% in my pocket because the broker convinced me
Exactly.
that that's all you have to pay. 20% and then you're going to resell it
Or
and the
finance it.
building's not even come up from the ground.
Yeah, yeah, or
and
finance
they,
it.
they told me that, just put in 20%, this is going to become 20% premium, you're going to double your money. I said, yeah, I mean, this was probably could happen in some few select projects, but it's not the case in
Exactly.
90% of the projects in Dubai.
But this is what I don't understand. How can someone who's made that kind of money for himself, however hard he's worked or whatever he's done, how can you be so naive? Just because a random person you met 1 week ago, dressed well, came in a nice car, spoke some fancy words, and you were blown away?
Bro, I don't think it's naive.
can
Allow me
explain.
to answer this. Everyone wants the get rich quick. Okay, they just invested in an NFT, not knowing who's behind the project, who's behind this,
that was
putting
another
millions
joke.
of dollars, and then this project failed, disappeared, and they were like, "Oh, I got scammed." I'm like, "You haven't done due diligence 1%. Every information is in that blockchain. You haven't done anything. You put the money and you're crying." Same goes to here. Some guy has $100,000. He doesn't know what to do with it. Some guy says like, "Give it to me. I'm gonna invest it to you in a property. Take
I'll
it
make
in
you
60
rich."
days, 250." He will like,
Make you
"Yes,
rich.
I am the smart investor.
I don't know
I'm
this
gonna
guy,
tell-"
I've never seen him, I don't know his history, but
Yeah.
here's $100,000, bro.
Yeah.
But I can also add one thing. In Moscow, for example, if we come back again to Russian clients, in Moscow it's happening. Like people are buying off plan, and within 6 months it's like sells out, entire building sells out, and then they can sell it with a premium. It happens. So they.
But
the buyers
why?
buy. But
Why?
it's
What
not
happened to
happening
the
here.
Russian ruble? What happened to it?
No, I'm saying that why they
See, like
think
there was
it might happen
Atlantis,
here.
for example. I have a few
Yeah,
clients
yeah.
in Atlantis that I sold and I resold their
Yeah,
properties.
yeah, exactly.
And
Same thing, they paid
resold.
20% and then
Yeah.
It's not even ready.
And they don't even have a
paid
stock now.
20% and they got over 30% premium. That means they more than doubled their down payment.
Yeah,
so
true.
it happens. Golf Place is another place in Dubai, Hilton Golf Place. Man, 25-75 5-year post handover payment plans right now. The prices have doubled. So on 25% down payment, they've doubled their money. I mean,
Yes.
more than double their money.
Honestly.
Sorry.
It happens
I
in a
sold
lot
a
of
16 million
developments,
dirham villa on the golf course that we resold for 29 million. And the guy had paid 25%. But there's very few
Tama
cases.
Farouk,
I think I can
but think
compromise.
about it.
That's what I'm
Selective
wondering.
product.
It doesn't
5% of
It's
the
not
off-plan
about the
market.
selective. These investors came in the market and the perfect timing when everyone says forget real estate is gone, Dubai is gone, run away. They came 16, 17, 18. I quadrupled my money in 2018, to be very honest. Because no one was buying, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I do. When people are buying, I sell. When people are not buying, I start throwing those seeds. And this is exactly what happened.